And here we are, Six Element of Hip Hop. I'm your host, Reno Noir. This is your co-host, Stu Dog. What's good, Stu?
Peace.
Peace. We got a cool show tonight. Hopefully, if everything works out right. I mean, we've tried to do things like this before with my brother, but if we can get it all sorted out, we got my man Cooks 24 is gonna broadcast Spadenomics Comics' wrestling match. He's come out of retirement. He's a pro wrestler, but I guess they invited him back for a match. I don't know if it's going to go on to be, a mini career part two.
Okay.
But he's going to wrestle again tonight, and we hope hopefully everything goes right with the broadcast, and we'll be able to air that, and you guys can get to see my homie Spade do his thizzle.
Well, Reno, if Undertaker could wrestle for as long as he wrestled for, why can't
That's right.
Spade? Is
That's right.
Undertaker still wrestling? Didn't Kane, Undertaker, those guys were
That's
in there
new.
for a long time.
See, I don't follow wrestling. I don't know any of the current stuff. The last time I watched wrestling was the early 90s with like Sting and the Ultimate Warrior and all of that. That was my
Man,
sort of that was my little
yeah,
era.
Ric Flair's been in there for a long time, man. I
Is
mean,
he still wrestling?
I would assume so, but I'm not gonna
'Cause
say yes.
those guys,
But I know not too long ago, before the pandemic, he was. I can tell you that
wow.
definitely. Definitely. He was
Yeah,
about 2018, 2019. He was still in the
mhm,
ring.
man. Yeah, those guys,
He was
those
in, wasn't he didn't he turn into he was still wrestling his or something like that. He was still wrestling his gold dust.
oh
So
really?
yeah, yeah. So I was just amazed that he was still doing it. Right. You might want to Google it. You might Google it. You might come up with something. I don't but I know Kane, Undertaker. Who else? There's a bunch of them that was in there that they're older guys, but they're in there wrestling. They're in there doing it. I give them
Right.
credit. Take so
Shit, man. That's the thing is like I don't know. I don't follow the newer stuff. So I don't know like who's wrestling still or who used to wrestle or what. But my boy Spade was never like in the WWF or one of the big companies or whatever. But he does his thing like locally. What's good? Diamond
what's
Onyx in the
good,
building.
Diamond Onyx? What's up?
Corey Azar. What's up? Six Beth Wishes. Yeah, man, thank you. And today is we're having a little birthday sort of party celebration on IG. Selling comics. Been on there since noon Eastern time, and we will be on there until midnight. But I had to step away for a minute because I had to be here with you guys and do the show, and hopefully we get Spadenomics doing his wrestle thing broadcast from my man Cooks 24 is supposed to bring it to us live. So hopefully everything works and we'll get it popping. But yeah, so we were just talking kind of backstage. I was on our boy Panda Chop, shout out to Panda. He's been on here a bunch of times. And he's a great reviewer, reaction channel. And he reacts to different music and things like that. And recently he had he's been having doing some live streams, kind of like how we do here. And he had us on the show with Grap Lover the other day, and Asada and Stu was on there for a minute, and we were talking about Lord Jamar's statement about Eminem being a guest in the House of Hip Hop, and we're white rappers guests in the House of Hip Hop. And we boiled it down to, for me personally, white people that are born and raised and lived in hip hop their whole life. I don't claim to own the house, but I definitely pay my dues. So I'm a tenant, not a guest. So we tenants in hip hop rather than guests. And Grap said, he said that's the best way I've ever heard it explained. He said that's exactly how I feel. So we moved on from that. But one thing that Grap said was, what defines the guest or the uninvited guest in hip hop is if you use hip hop to make money and you're a rapper, but you don't respect those that came before you, or you don't respect where it came from, and show that respect, then in that case you would be a culture vulture. I mean, for lack of a better term.
I mean, how many are? Well, Lord Jamar made a statement to begin with. If we take it back, he made a statement because there was a there was a CD that Eminem put out, a couple songs
Mhm,
where he was dissing black women and
mhm.
using the N word, things like that, man.
Yeah.
Somebody got it. I think him and Benzino had like a
Benzino
beef,
put it
and
out.
yeah,
Yeah.
Benzino put it out
Roast.
there. Then
Mhm.
everybody was kind of upset about it, and it was like, hold up, man. Then he took a little hiatus, for like what 3 or 4 years before he dropped that last. I think what album was it? Relapse, I think it was.
Yeah,
Remember he
about
dropped.
5
He was
years, yeah.
dropping. Yeah, it was a little while. He dropped out the spotlight. But like, if it was, we didn't have as much social media as we do. We had some, but not like it is now. Had that drop now, oh Eminem be done, man. They be
Yeah,
on him
bro,
hard.
he would've been canceled
And
quick.
right, so that's what Lord Jamar made the statement at. He was saying that he's a guest. And saying that
Right,
he's a guest, he's meaning like, look, when you go to somebody's house and you a guest, you don't act up, you don't act out. You go there, you be respectful, and you know what I'm saying, and respect the people, and you respect the people, you respect your host. So you can't,
right,
you a guest, but you respect your host. So he's
right,
saying that like, you can't come in the house of hip hop, but then you got that skeleton in your closet,
right.
you know, or at one way you felt like that, but now you don't. Like you can't come in the house of hip hop and be disrespectful. And
Yeah,
like he
you can't
said,
just come in and wipe your feet on the rug and put your feet up on the table and just
right,
land
right,
like
your muddy feet, not just
muddy
your feet,
feet.
your muddy
Yeah,
feet.
fuck
Yeah,
your
you can't do
couch.
nothing.
You can't be
Yeah, so that's what he meant,
right.
and because he said that, a lot of people took it like, well, damn, what did Lord Jamar? He meant that, because Lord Jamar, I mean, he's God, and he meant that. So because you
Mhm.
got the Beastie Boys, they've always been honored guests in the
Yeah,
house of
Rick
hip hop.
Rubin.
You know what I mean? Rick Rubin always been honored guest in the house of hip hop. You know what I mean? So it's like, when you got guys like that that's in there and they doing it, you can't take nothing away from them. You can't really say, those guys, Beastie Boys been down since day one. They've been rapping
Mhm.
since day one. They've been doing their thing. And they even went into rap. They even went into like genre where they was just doing like rap and rock at the same time. And Public Enemy, you know, they've crossed over into the rock where they do songs Rage Against the
Anthrax.
Machine, Anthrax. So rap and rock is went hand in hand. And I don't care what nobody say. Rap and rock and roll has been hand in hand since day one.
I agree,
So
100%. I think hip hop and rock are very closely related. And to be 100% honest, rock and roll is black music too. It started with black people, and then, that's where it came from. So, but, white artists sort of took it, to their, their side, and sort of hold on, I just got a message from Spade. He said, "Here's the deal. I'm not actually wrestling tonight, but I am going to make a save that's gonna lead to a return. Cooks isn't here yet, so I'm gonna try to get one of my friends or older fans to film it. I should go on between 8:30 and 9 Central. That's way after we're done." Okay. So we'll show his footage Monday then. All right. But yeah, man, so I say that though because we we then went over to no. So last night, Panda had me come back on the show because he wanted to discuss a new song by Tom McDonald, who is this white. I don't even he raps.
he a white rapper nobody cares about. Let's just say it here on the
He's a
channel.
white
I'm gonna keep it a
rapper
buck.
that
Like,
he
yeah,
has
nobody cares about. I mean,
Nobody
it's
in
just what
hip
it
hop cares
is.
about him. Right. But he
Yeah.
has a fan base of very loyal stans, very loyal white folks who swear by him and all that. And you know, and I knew that. And I knew that going on. And I told Panda, I said, "You sure you want me to come on? Because I'm not a fan of Tom McDonald in any way." And but I'm happy to explain why if you really want me to. I said, but you have, you know, you have a very like, I know your fan base, and I know, you know, I know Tom fans are very passionate, you know, and so, but he says, no, no, I definitely want you to come on, and we want to you know, have opposing views and things like that to make an interesting conversation. And he's 100% right. That's you know, a mark of a good show. But hang on, sorry, man. Let me get Spade the link. Shit. Okay. All right, sorry. So we get on there and he asked me about the song that that he was talking about. Tom McDonald, the song is called Scars. And it's basically one of those typical, you've seen, you know, 1,000 versions of it where the white rapper strums his acoustic guitar and has sort of a country music sort of vibe to it.
Like Whitey
And
Ford. Sort of like Whitey Ford.
no, because Whitey Ford got skill. Whitey Ford is dope. It's more like Yellow Wolf or something
Mm.
like, or one of them cats does this, or Kid Rock or something like that.
Nah, Kid
That's
Rock is
kind of
dope, man. Kid Rock is dope. Yellow
all
was
right.
I would have to say a
Yellow
Machine Gun
Wolf is
Kelly.
Yellow Wolf
I had
can
to say
rap.
Machine. I had to say Machine Gun Kelly
Well,
because
even MGK don't do that kind of stuff. Tom is listen. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Okay, and he's got this song. He's got this song called "I Hate Hip Hop," and that's how I was introduced to Tom McDonald. That's how I first heard about him. Is his track "I Hate Hip Hop," and so when I see a track with that title, I want to know, well, what do they mean by that? Hang on, we got Spade in here. Spade, what's good, man?
What's good, everybody?
hey,
I'm gonna go to a quiet spot right now because it's like live and loud in here. And
So, man,
yo,
that's messed up, man. You're not wrestling, bro, huh?
oh no, it's good because it's like it's gonna lead into a storyline later on.
Okay,
So
okay.
the Saturdays that I might not be on or whatever, it'll still be good. Everything kind of worked out because Cooks ain't here yet, but I'm gonna turn this around, let y'all see. This is
Oh
our
yeah.
show right now.
Okay, nice. Got the wrestling ring out there.
So, but I am gonna be doing a what's called a run-in where my man's gonna get jumped. I'm gonna go in and make the save. I'll be sitting in the crowd, so I'm gonna try to find. I got my tablet with me too. So I'm trying to find somebody to hold one of the two so everybody can see it. I'm like, I didn't know what time I was going on until I got here or what was
Right.
going on. But as they say in wrestling and show business, always be prepared.
Okay, that's right. Well, I'm not gonna be on here that late because you said 8 or 9 your time. That's 9 or 10 our time. We'll be off by then.
Okay.
But if you do record it, then if you're able to record it, then we would love to be able to show it Monday.
All right. I would try. Okay. I'll see if I can do that. Like,
Yeah, that'd be good.
let me find a victim, if you will.
Okay. No, I got a text from Cooks too. Cook said we had major problems in my end. Hit Spade phone now. I'm all fucked up on my end. So I don't know if he's stuck somewhere or what.
Stuck at work, man, because somebody
Oh,
didn't show up for work. I'm like, you need to
oh,
fire that ass.
real.
So yeah, man, but
I
that's
mean,
a lowdown right now.
you could put the phone on a tripod and get a good angle of the ring, and just Peter Parker
That
like
would be
Peter Parker
true.
do with Spider-Man.
That would be true
You
if
know
I
how
had a
Peter Parker
tripod
do.
too.
You know. All right. Well, well, as they say in show business, always be prepared.
But look, next time I know, pack all my shit and bring it with me.
Well, you know, Peter Parker always propped the camera up and got good footage of him being Spider-Man. We just
But
figured you was ready to do the same thing.
well, see, you know that's my distant cousin and stuff, but I don't really have a photographer's license, if you will.
Right.
Well, that's why we thought you had a little tripod. You could have propped the camera up somewhere, you know, and then just filmed the whole thing while you was in action, you know.
Oh, I do have one. My dumb ass just didn't bring it because I thought, my right hand man was gonna be here with me. Hopefully, he'll show up. Damn, that was funny. Somebody just fell down the bleachers and I didn't catch it on camera.
You know, you can always turn the camera around
I
so
mean,
we
I
can see
could have,
what's
but it
going
was
on.
just too quick.
No, you can actually use the front facing camera. If you go
Yeah,
into settings,
it was like
and hit
it was
the front facing camera.
no, but it was like it was. That's what I'm saying. It was really quick, like that.
It's too fast to do it to
That
change. To
it
put,
just happened. I'm like,
yeah.
damn, that was so funny. And they jumped up like, of course, nothing happened. So,
You're supposed to. You're supposed to. You're supposed to get up. You're supposed to get up like ain't nothing happened.
shit. If I fall, I'm laying there. I'm too doggone old to be trying to jump up like nothing happened. Damn, shit.
You're supposed
I'll
to. You're
just go.
supposed to.
Yeah.
Spade, I'm jumping up. I'm be like, who? I'm be like, what? Who? Who was that? Who was that? Man,
So
y'all better get it
you gonna
together.
jump up like nothing happened.
I'm jumping up. Y'all better get it together around here. That's what I'm gonna say when I get up. Oh, y'all better stop it.
Oh, man.
Get it together. I'm walking
That
off.
is
I'm walking off
hilarious.
like ain't nothing happened.
But yeah, for the first time, y'all will get to see pseudo Spade the wrestler. Not all the way, but it's coming. It's what's called long-term story building.
Right.
Okay. Are you going to have a costume or anything like that?
I'm not gonna have a costume.
Yeah.
I
All
am the
good, right?
costumes, dude.
What do you mean? Like all wrestlers have a costume? Oh, they have like some type of, you know.
I am the costumes, dude.
I know, but you could throw all that in a unitard or something like that. We thought you were gonna have on like a unitard or I don't
Uh,
know, maybe like a cape
I may, I
or maybe
may
like an
post.
armor, like maybe like a battle armor or something like that. I don't know.
Man,
I don't know.
Spade going out there with some black speedos and some elbow pads.
What Reno said.
Wow, man.
Some black
Wow.
speedos, some elbow pads,
What
some knee
what
pads.
Reno said.
Well, we
That's
had
what
a
he had
bet.
on.
Me and
Like
Sada had a bet. Me and Sada had a bet, and Sada said, she said, Stu, I think he's gonna wear some cowboy boots, a cowboy hat, and some spandex, and no shirt.
What, what, what
a
the hell was
fringe,
you drinking
a
on?
fringe
Or
leather
smoking on?
jacket that only goes down to here. Fringe leather jacket that cuts off halfway.
And I told Sada, I said, no, he's gonna have a mink fur scarf, and he's gonna run out there in that, and he's gonna have on some moon boots and a pair of shorts that come down to his ankles.
Look
They
at
got
man.
you
I
looking like
am not Ric Flair. I'm not wearing no fur.
Macho Man. Yeah, Ric Flair. Yeah, with the boa, the feather
Yeah,
boa.
and it's Alabama Heat too. No.
You dress right for the heat.
Oh, well. Yeah, you
Yeah,
are.
because
You are
that's how
dressed
the
right
Rock
for the heat.
dressed. The Rock just wore the black speedo with the shoulder, with the elbow pads and knee pads. That's all the Rock
Exactly.
had. He didn't have no costume.
So there you go. That's my
That's how
uniform. That's how I dress in the ring.
Well, you could wear Speedos, cowboy boots, and a 10-gallon hat.
Stu ain't nobody wearing no speedos, no damn cowboy boots, man.
10-gallon
You
hat.
wear the speedos and cowboy boots. I want to see that.
Listen, if I do that, that whole arena is gonna fill up. Everybody gonna be in there to see that. You know what I mean? I'm bringing all the people in if I do that.
I know I'll be there.
Exactly.
If you do that, I will give you like the greatest do the greatest announce job that anybody could do.
That's what I'm talking about. And I would do it too. Get me a 10-gallon, a black 10-gallon
I'll
hat.
even give you all three of my heavyweight championship belts to come out with you on that.
That's what I'm talking about, man. I'm coming out. Don't play with me because I'm coming out, baby. I'm coming out. I'm gonna make it happen.
But when
play.
you do, you got to come out to the song "I'm Coming Out."
Yeah, that's funny.
Nah. I want to come out to Honky Tonk Man, something like that. You know what I'm
Oh, see,
saying?
that's
Something
played.
by Johnny Cash. I want to come back. I want to come out to something by Johnny Cash. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
then do something
Man
about
in
Johnny
Black.
Cash. There
The
you
Man
go.
in Black.
I could come out in Men in Black. I don't know, man. It would have to be
No, I'm saying Johnny Cash is the Man in Black. That's what they call him.
Yeah.
he has a song called Men in Black.
So there you
Does he?
go. Now that would be perfect.
There you go.
I mean, there's a
That
few
would be
Johnny Cash joints I can come out to.
perfect. Oh man. So they are expecting a packed house tonight. Like I said, it's filling up pretty well at 7 o'clock. So showtime getting ready to start here pretty soon.
Oh, okay.
And the only thing that suck about it is I'm hungry, so I wish I could have like eaten before I got here and figure out what I'm doing / not doing. But you
Gotcha.
better believe I'm stopping by Whataburger on the way home and tearing the chicken sandwich up.
Uh-huh. I know you're gonna be hungry.
Always, man. Like, oh, got old, and I thought metabolism gonna slow down, and it didn't.
Nah.
You know, I could come out to the Folsom prison joint that Johnny Cash sang. Now I'm just thinking about that. I could be like, you know, you could put the intro on. Johnny Cash could be playing the guitar. You know, he could be like, you know, he could start singing the Folsom Prison song. I come out my hat, my boots, my speedo. Come on, man. You can't.
I'm gonna make you a character on my WWE game, man.
Yeah, man. That's how I'm coming out, baby. I'm coming out
I'm
like
gonna
that.
do that. See, since you talking about the Man in Black, you need to do something like a promo like Black Adam, if you will.
I might have to, man. I might have to. Might have to go down like that. Might
That's
have to
gonna
go
be
down
dope.
like that. You know what I mean? You had Johnny Cash. I could be Cash Johnny. You know what I mean? I mean Cash Johnny. You know what I mean?
Cash
The
Johnny,
long lost, yes, sir. The long lost son of Johnny Cash. Cash Johnny.
Cash Man Stew. That's your name.
Cash Man Stu.
Cash Man Stew.
Yeah, I could do that. Or Stu Cash. Stu Cash, the long lost son of Johnny Cash. Yes, sir. That's how we getting down. That's how we getting down.
Oh man. But
Mm-mm.
yeah, looking forward to that. And like I said, yeah, Reno, I talked to a friend of mine here and see if she'll just like record it on either my phone or my tablet, and that way I
Okay.
can still have the footage to post or to send to you.
Okay. All
And
right.
Mm.
That'll
So
work,
a
bro.
friend of you.
cool. Well, I'm gonna hop up off here real quick so I can take care of this stuff before showtime. I
Okay.
got about 10 minutes,
Okay.
and but yeah, y'all will see it on one of my lives here later on when we go through when we get started, I guess.
Okay. All
So
right.
you can save the footage for Monday, man, and we'll bust it up about it Monday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll be able to hop on Monday too because I work 62, so I will be in the building.
Boom.
Okay.
There we go. And boom.
So
That'll
It's a
work.
yeah,
show.
so I will
It's a
be
show.
chopping up with y'all definitely this Monday too. So yeah, I'll holler at y'all in a minute, bro.
All
All
right.
right,
Peace.
brother. Thank
Peace.
you, man. Peace. Um. Oops, that was it. Yeah, man. So, well, I knew that there was a good possibility that it wasn't gonna fly. It just wasn't gonna work out. I just had a feeling. But we'll get to see it Monday. We'll see whatever he does Monday. But so where was I? I was talking about. Oh yeah, so we were talking about yeah, he had me come on there, and so I said this guy Tom McDonald, he's I'm not a fan of. The first time I heard about him was a song called I Hate Hip Hop, which generally I assume is like satire or he's gonna have some point behind it, kind of like Nas did Hip Hop is Dead, and stuff like that. So, but I listened to the song and immediately I'm like, this is, it's so it's so contradictory. He's talking trash about every version of rap and every type of hip hop. He's like Wu-Tang and 90s hip hop is old and backpack rap is for your granddad and all this shit. But then he's like, and I don't use auto tune, but then he does use auto tune in other songs. He's got a line says something about I'm not one of those white country rappers that has my acoustic guitar, but then he does a song with acoustic guitar that is actually what we were talking about at the moment called Scars. And so I brought up all these points, and man, you should have seen the people in the chat just oh, how dare he talk about, and it's like, wow, like I'm just giving you real real opinions about real lyrics. Like I'm giving you legitimate, and Panda was just like, I'm a fan. He's like, I'm a fan of Tom McDonald, but I don't care if somebody else isn't. Why do I have to? I mean, they were getting on him. They were like, you're supposed to defend him, and you're not defending Tom and all this. And it's like, wow, like he was like, what I'm supposed to do? Like just you know, don't talk about Tom, like that's corny. Like he didn't want to be that dude. So, and he's like, what's interesting about just talking to someone that agrees with exactly everything you're saying? How is that an interesting conversation? You guys are just going everything. Yep, 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 yep. It's very boring. It doesn't make for good entertainment either. So, he was like, nah, I wanted to have some different views, but so that's basically what it was. You asked me what happened and what was going on and everything, but that's what it was. And then after the show, he Panda hit me up. He was like, yo, thank you for coming on. He's like, that's exactly what I wanted. And everything good. So, but that's what it was, man. And I said, I think Tom McDonald is a culture vulture. I think he's what Grapp was talking about when he said uninvited guests, because he does not respect the artists that come before him. He doesn't respect where hip hop come from. He doesn't even respect hip hop as a culture or as an art form. He doesn't even consider himself a hip hop artist, but well, he says he's not. He's like, I'm not a rapper. I'm not a hip hop artist. I'm just Tom. It's like, okay, bro,
Well,
but
we
you are
had,
rapping.
you
You
know,
are
we had a
rapping.
couple. Well, we had a couple people do that. Hammer did it. I'm not a rapper. I'm an entertainer. Okay, that's what you are, bro. But
That's
don't
fine.
listen. Anybody can rap. You want to rap? Rap. Do you?
Yeah.
But at the same time, don't sit there and put down the culture or what we do as hip hop
Right.
because it don't agree with you. Now I guarantee you, if he was getting love from hip hop and hip hop fans and all that, oh, he wouldn't have made a song called I Hate Hip Hop.
Right.
It wouldn't even cross his mind. But he hates hip hop really
Because hip hop
because
hates
hip
him.
hop don't like him. Hip hop hates
Well, he
him.
says that in
So
the
yeah.
song. He said hip hop hates me, so I hate hip hop, and I'm not. Well, there you go.
Oh well, then we good. We good. So now the door swings both ways, and we all good. So
Right.
for me, I couldn't be part of the show. Like I couldn't have been part of that. I didn't. I mean, I wasn't. I couldn't do it last night, man. I just couldn't do
I
it. It's not
I, I
worth
hit
my
you up and I
time.
was like, I was like, you got to come
Nah,
with
I
me.
seen it.
Yeah.
Nah, it
Okay.
wasn't just worth my time, bro. I know who he is. I've seen his music on YouTube. Anybody that got to promote to me, I'm gonna keep it a buck right now, right here, right now, live on the air. Anybody, and I mean anybody that has promote their self, their music, their whole whatever they want to be for their music career in hip hop on YouTube, you ain't in it for the culture. You ain't in it for nothing but trying to make money so you can get a shiny bracelet on your wrist and some cash because you just want views. You're not making music to last. Like 20 years, 10 years, by the end of this decade, stuff that people think is popping right now, it's not gonna be popping. And then they're gonna go back and listen to him and be like, damn, it was just horrible. I'm like, damn, I can't believe we listen. Because I know people from the 60s, there was a certain genres of music that they listened to, and they was like, man, like, like it wasn't really that great then, and it's not really that great now.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know people from different eras, from different time periods, and music that say that. Like some of my parents, their friends, whatever. They was like, oh yeah, like Funkadelic. Nobody liked Funkadelic back then. It had a cult following. It was sort of like funk trap music now. It was just like auto tunes now. It was a movement. It was heavy. They were even George Clinton said we were putting out records like nothing. We was just doing it once a month, once a week. We
Yeah.
we had different groups. I mean, he
Yeah.
said
They
it
were
was
just
about 100 of us. They were just
making music,
cranking it out,
recording it, and then putting
and
it out. Yeah.
a lot of people didn't like funk. And when you go back and listen to it, I've had my uncles even tell me they said, look, they had a good song here and there, a hit here, but a majority of that shit was bad. And my uncle told me it was bad then. It's bad now. It's the same thing with auto tunes and trap now. They had a good song here and there, but it's bad. And it's
Right.
going to be bad now. And 10, 20 years from now, it's going to be bad then too. And it's going to be the same thing. So, you know, that's all I got. That's all I got for that, man. And, for all of y'all out there that wasn't there for hip hop from the beginning, we don't diss y'all. We don't turn y'all down. But just learn about it, man. Learn about where it came from so you know where it's going and we can keep that up. I mean,
Yeah. You
lyrics
can't.
for somebody to sit down and really write some dope lyrics, like sit down, man. That take time, energy. That take a lot of thought. You know what I'm saying? Like, but for you to just get on there, you hear a little drill beat, and you get on there, you start yelling and spitting in the microphone and all that, and saying the same thing like 6 times. I mean, I don't get it, bro. I don't see how that's creative. There's nothing creative about that. Hip hop always, if it's one thing about hip hop that Nas said, and I remember those interviews and I remember those arguments he was having with the DJs and the people that was interviewing, he kept saying one thing: people just ain't creative no more. They ain't creative, and he was right.
Yeah.
He was right, and that's
It's
just what it is.
it's hard. Creativity is very far and few between these days. And you got the attention spans of people are very much on a 6 minute basis. Like it just yeah, and like you said, if you're not in the street doing music, like you're not really out and doing music live, and you're not really doing music because you love music, and you're not just in the hip hop culture, you're just making videos, bro, and you're just promoting your shit on video. I don't consider you hip hop. And that was the thing. And that's what I said. I said, I don't really consider, because they kept talking about Tom as if, hip hop, that hip hop. I said, well, I don't consider him hip hop. He's not hip hop. That is not hip hop. You know, he might be quote unquote rapping, but that does not make him a hip hop artist. He's just someone who's rapping. But again, I told her, I said, I'm not trying to bash the man. I wasn't bashing him. I was just telling them this is what we in hip hop culture feel about it. And I
And
knew
guess
that
what,
they
Reno?
wouldn't get it. I wasn't going to change
And,
any minds.
and you know what, Reno? You're entitled to your opinion. Just like somebody's entitled to their opinion to liking,
That's what I
you're
thought.
entitled to your opinion to dislike. And you're also entitled to your opinion to put down, like you said, you know what I mean? I'm a resident hip hop, you know what I mean? I'm not a
Mhm.
guest. So you have an opinion. For somebody who listens to real hip hop, somebody who like real hip hop. I mean, you can't that'd be like somebody asking, Jay-Z, you know, what he think about. Cause like, but what he think about somebody like that. He's gonna give you the right answer on camera
Mhm. The
and in public.
politically correct. Yeah.
Yeah. But when you shut that camera off, you ask, he gonna be like, man, that shit is whack. You know what I
Shit
mean?
correct.
And you guys, right now, you got some artists, they don't care. They be like, man, that shit is whack. That shit is just totally 100% whack. It's garbage. It's trash. I don't mess with it. And if you do you, but keep it moving, but don't bring it over here. It's
Mhm.
just
And
like
like
that, man.
and like with Eminem, it's like with Eminem and kind of what Lord Jamar was saying. He said in the hood, they don't bump Eminem, and he's not lying. I've lived in the
They
hood my
don't.
whole life. They
Yeah,
don't
they
play
don't.
Eminem in the street. You do not be on the corner and hear nobody riding by bumping Eminem. You don't see nobody out with their speakers outside bumping Eminem. You don't. Hip hop, Eminem is not played in the hood. The people that play Eminem are like lyrical heads, like super lyricists and like other MCs and stuff like that, and white people who love rap, and this is someone that looks like them doing the music
They
that they
did.
love.
They need a
So
great
they're
white
gonna
hype.
gravitate. Great white
Eminem
hype,
is just,
great white
you know
hope.
what? It's just like boxing. Everybody, like Eddie Murphy said, every time you talk about boxing, a white person got to pull Rocky Marciano
Yeah,
out their ass. It's the
yeah,
same.
yeah,
It's the same thing
and
with Eminem.
yeah,
Every time we talk about rap, somebody got to pull Eminem out their ass, and that's
right.
just what it is. He's the white hype or hope for rap. That's
And
just
you
it.
know, and Rakim, who I respect, uh, among any rap, like Rakim, Cool G Rap, these are guys that I consider gods in the game, just gods, period. And they both said, both Cool G Rap and Rakim said, not Rakim, Eminem is the coldest I've ever heard. Like he's the illest. Like he's the dopest lyricist that I know of. But I know that they were saying that, like you said, cameras are on, they're on. Eminem is a big. They gotta say shit like that, and they both made it clear, like that's a lyricist's artist, but
He's a lyricist, right?
it's not
And
bumped
I
in the
give him,
hood. That's not
yeah,
bumped in the
I
hood.
nah, it's not, and I give him credit. Do I like him? Yeah. Do I own his music? Yes, I do. But like you said, I ain't driving around bumping that shit. Do I listen to it? Of course. We all do. But it ain't our go-to. We ain't
Right,
rocking parties with it.
right,
It's because it's Eminem makes a certain kind of music.
yeah.
And the music that he makes, you just can't rock to it like that. It's
Pe-
music like you said, you just sit down and listen to it, just vibe to it, just vibe to the lyrics. You're just listening to what he's saying. You
and
know what I
people
mean?
that relate to it, I mean, they can relate to, but that's what I'm saying. Like white people, and not just white people, not to be racial, but just people that they love rap music, and here's somebody that they can relate to, that's someone that's they feel is like them or gone through what they went through, and they're doing the music they love. So that gives it so much credibility to them. And that's the thing with artists like that, and Tom McDonald and all that. It's like, I know that there are stands, like super fans, that they see themselves in this person, or this person looks like them, and they can relate to it. And so it's something that they like, and that's cool. Like, do your thing. But if you're gonna call yourself a hip hop artist, or you want me to respect you as a hip hop artist, you got to respect the culture and the art of hip hop. Period. If you don't, how can I respect you? Because you don't respect yourself if you're doing that music and you don't respect it. That's just the way I look at
Right.
it.
And I can't, right, and I can't say Eminem, he made the tapes and he never said he didn't. That's the thing that I thought was fly about the whole thing. He never said he didn't. He
He
said at the
actually
time,
sued them for
yeah,
copyright
yeah,
infringement for playing his shit.
yeah. He just was like, look, at the time I was going through something. I was messing with this chick. She dissed me real hard, and that's the only way I could come back at it was just to write a
Yeah.
rhyme. And we get it. But at the same time, was it right? Nah, man, you can't do that.
Nah,
Not
you can't.
representing what you're trying to represent,
Right.
and then want everybody to follow you and support your music and all that. Nah, you can't do that, bro. But it's done. It's over with. Something he got to live with. I don't. So that's just what it is, man. So to me, the best white rappers ever, Beastie Boys. I don't care what nobody say. You know what I mean? You can
Beastie.
quote me on that. Quote me on that. They're the greatest white rappers ever will be. There will never be none greater than them. Never, ever in the history of rap, as far as I'm concerned. They put out dope albums. They put out dope music. People love them. They got a cult following. They pack stadiums around the world. And hopefully we can get another Beastie Boys album, but I don't think it'd be the same with just two of them.
Nah, they don't even, they're not gonna really, carry
I'm
it
just
on
hoping
without.
they I'm just hoping they got something recorded that they never released that they could
Yeah,
put out. You know what I mean? That we never heard.
yeah,
Because according to Q-Tip, before Fife died, he said he has enough music for an album to throw out another
right.
Tribe album. Like, but he just, I don't know why they haven't put it out. And then he said they have enough music to put out a Fife solo album. Like there was some music Fife recorded while they were together that he said, but they're working on it. I guess they're trying to figure out how to put it out. You know how to
Mm.
do it. Whatever they do is what they do. But Eminem is what it is. Hip hop ain't what it used to be. We don't have any strong presences in hip hop that have come out and and say anything because now everybody want views and likes, man. That's just what it's about. Nobody cares. Um, and everybody, guys now, listen, artists now just don't have a voice because they don't make one. When Donald Trump was in office, had he won it back in the 80s and 90s, or every rapper in America would have been rhyming about him. The only people that put out a
They
strong
used
cut,
to. Rappers used to rap
right?
about him, talk about
The,
Trump all the time.
the only people put out a strong cut about him was Public Enemy when they put out State of the Union. That was a strong cut, man.
Mhm.
And they expressed their view and their opinion. And I think, me personally, it is the responsibility of the artist to reflect the times and to speak out against wrong, justice, and in doing. No
Right,
rapper when cops killing black people all over America. No rapper came out and was like, oh, they wasn't making songs, they wasn't doing nothing.
right.
I mean, when they was doing
Except,
it back in the '90s,
J. Cole. He's the only one that came out.
that's it.
And
Every
and
rapper, every rapper in America should have been doing something, bro. With
and
the
I
with the
and I
platforms we have now,
yeah, absolutely. We should have definitely had every rapper should have been doing it. It should have been we are the world type shit with rappers, man. Should have been everybody should have got together and did some crazy shit. That's the way I feel
it
about
should
it.
have.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
because you
but
got to shine the spotlight on it, man. Nina Simone, I'm gonna have it for you Monday. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have a quote for you. When Nina Simone was quoted as saying that's just back in the '60s, bro,
mhm,
50s, '60s, when she was talking about. She was like, look, you know, it's the responsibility of artists to speak out, to challenge the machine, to challenge the man, to make them hold everybody responsible for what they say and do. And that's true. We had nobody do it. Nobody said. Everybody was still hollering about what they got on their wrists, telling on each other, rapping about who they murdered. Who raps about who go murder somebody and then rap about it? Who tell on themselves? Come on, man.
gangster
I
rap
never
was
heard
always,
that.
metaphor or not metaphorical, but they not it was vague. They were never specific. When you start naming the cats you actually killed and you going to jail over it, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? You not listening.
Mm,
That's not what hip hop was. Like no, they trying to emulate gangster rap, but gangster rappers, remember, we're not saying specific names of people they actually killed, and most gangster rappers never even fired a gun. So
exactly. It's just entertainment. It's fiction. And you know what? Let's keep it a buck. They trying to emulate mafia life. When you don't
yeah,
see made men telling on each other. You don't see made men talking about what they did. They do it and they keep it moving. They
keep it
humble.
quiet.
Gangsters are humble. Be honest, and they
Gangsters
humble.
can be they should be
Yeah,
humble. Like John Gotti was not humble, and
they are.
that's why people just, turned on him and shit. Sammy the Bull is a humble.
Exactly.
He was a humble dude, but
You got to be humble, man. You got to
got
be
to.
humble, man, because yeah, you got to be humble because you never know where it's gonna come from. So
Carlo
like,
Gambino was quiet, bro, as a mouse. You never heard Carlo Gambino say a fucking word. You can't
you're not
there's no
supposed
sound
to.
bites. There's no there's no interviews. Like, you never heard this man say a word, bro. And
You're
you're
not
not
supposed
supposed
to,
to.
Reno. You're
You're
not
not
supposed
supposed
to.
to.
You ain't supposed to hear nothing from any type of hardcore gangster, man. You supposed to hear about what happened, but they not gonna talk about it. You're not
Yeah.
gonna hear them bragging about it, you know, putting
John Gotti
themselves on.
believed that if he made himself had a big enough public image that the public would save him in court. Like, if he was loved enough by the public, that would get him out of court cases and shit. Sammy the Bull got him out of every case that he got out of by paying off jurors or threatening jurors or whatever they had to do. So he was just wrong, man. And he got caught with the fame bug, man. He started to like his own legend and shit, and other gangsters
And
was not with it. And they
and
was
look what
about to
happened.
lose. And look what
Look
happened.
what happened.
But
So you gotta be humble, man. You gotta be humble as a gangster, man.
you
When
gotta
you
be humble.
look at when you look at Lucky Luciano, Dutch Schultz, and all, they were humble, bro. They never drew attention to themselves. When you watch American Gangster and Frank White, when he went to the boxing match, that's when the police noticed him. His wife
Yeah.
made him wear that big fur coat with that big hat. They
He
sat
didn't want to wear that
ringside.
shit.
Yeah, what was and what the first thing Russell Crowe's character? He was like, "Damn, who that?" They started taking
Yeah,
pictures of that Joker. They was
yeah,
like, "Hold up!" They said, "Wait a minute, who did he work for?" Oh shoot,
yeah.
he
Because the
worked for Bumpy
monsters,
Johnson. Yeah, he worked
Gitano.
for
No,
Bumpy. Yeah,
he don't work for Bumpy.
no, he used
But
to. He
but
used to
yeah,
run for Bumpy, and then Bumpy. Remember, Bumpy died, and then
yeah,
he
yeah,
took.
yeah.
But Bumpy,
Right, Bumpy.
he
Right,
learned
right.
everything he knew from Bumpy. He
Yeah,
learned
right.
everything how to move and all. He learned that from Bumpy. Keep that low profile.
Oh
That's
yeah.
how Bumpy was. Bumpy kept a
And,
low
and, and
profile.
and it was the Italian dudes, Gitano was sitting behind him in the match, and they was like, we gonna be able to see the fight. You gonna take that hat off. But they was really hinting at you being too flashy, dog.
Right. And when he got home, what'd he do? Threw that shit right in the
Burn that
fire.
shit. Yeah.
He burnt
'Cause
it.
he knew. He knew. Because they
'Cause
got pulled over on the way home over that shit.
yeah,
They
yeah.
pulled him over. It was like, I don't know you, and you got money, and that's a problem. I'm supposed to know you. You supposed to know me. You supposed to pay me my dues. And then yeah, so he's like, now I gotta pay these motherfuckers just because I wore this fucking coat. Burn that shit in
And
the fire.
his wife came in there with them joints too. He was like, nah, nah, nah. She, oh, come on, come on. I'd have been, if it was me, I'd have been like, nah, I ain't wearing that shit. I'm good. You wear it. I'm gonna wear what I normally wear. And they can
Yeah,
all be looking at you. But I ain't
I
going
wear
with
it.
that.
Yeah, I wear it around the house, just me butt naked with my fur coat on, and we could run
Yeah,
around
that's it, right. And my
furry
cowboy
hat.
boots. Yeah, my
Yeah,
cowboy boots.
cowboy
Yeah.
boots.
Yeah, listening to Johnny Cash. That's how I get that. Ain't gonna
Well,
wear that.
The RZA, no, that's Ghostface. The RZA, came and he said who his 5 favorite rappers are, and I was actually surprised. Not super surprised, but he said, well, I'll give you the list. It's Jadakiss,
Hmm.
Nas, Big Daddy Kane, Cool G Rap, and Wu-Tang Clan.
I'm not surprised. Because
Not surprised.
my five
That
favorite
that
rappers is
he got 2
five
of mine
members
up.
is my five favorite is any five members of the Wu-Tang Clan. That's my five
Yeah,
favorite rappers.
he got 3 of mine up there. He got Nas, Cool G Rap, and Wu-Tang, which when I say 5 favorite MCs, I can't name a group, but I say Ghostface is my favorite, then Raekwon, then Nas, then AZ, then Cool G Rap. But if you know anything about RZA and Wu-Tang, the next statement is to be expected as he picks the Rap Collective to take his 5th and final spot. He said, "Well, to me, and this is just my personal opinion, no other MC is better than GZA," he said, before adding 2 reasons. First of all, look at what he spawned. He spawned some of the other best MCs in the world, so that shows his talent was strong, that he taught all of us. And yeah, man, he said moving on to other
Jiz,
icon.
Jizza is a
Ano
strong lyricist. Yeah, he's right about
Yeah.
that. Jizza is a strong lyricist.
Mhm. Yeah, he said, giving props to some of the greatest MCs to ever grace the planet. RZA cited Jadakiss, about whom he said, Jadakiss rhymes like his catchphrases, even from years ago with the locks. He rhymes like he has the experience of a father, like a grown man. You know what I mean? He reminds me of somebody that got all the wisdom from all the older cats while he was young, and everything he's spitting is like it has the older cat mentality, like Grand Poobah or something. But yeah, but at a young age. Jadakiss, he doesn't play with that mic, yo. And yeah, moving on to another icon from RZA's native New York, the Wu-Tang rapper couldn't hold back his admiration for Nas. He said the early Nas, the first 3 albums of Nas, yo, you know what I mean? He once commented, he said, I don't think too many solo MCs will ever surpass the creativity, ideas, and individualization that he put inside his lyrics and songs. And I agree, man. Nas is you know, it just touched me on another level. It was on some like almost metaphysical monk type shit, like he the ghetto monk, you know, and he also said Big Daddy Kane was one of the first MCs with swagger. In the old
He
days, you
was.
always used to argue who was better, Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, or Cool G Rap, because the reason why Big Daddy Kane, I think was even in that category, and some people would say was the greatest, is because his swagger was an MC swagger. This fucking G had the Brooklyn aggressiveness, and yet he still has all the girls on him, and he still had the hardcore styles. And as you might expect, RZA also found room on his list for Cool G Rap, about whom he said, Cool G Rap is the father of drug rap, yo. Of course, I think Raekwon and Ghostface brought it to our generation and took it to a hands-on thing because that's where we came from. But he's right. Cool G Rap was that first one really doing that gangster in New York anyway. That sort of drug kingpin, mafioso-ish kind of shit. And he's right. Cool G Rap was.
He really was. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you go back and listen to all his albums. That's all he
Yeah.
talking about. Still dude now, but it's still dope.
Yeah, still to this day. Yeah, Cool G Rap stays in my top 5, man. He's underrated, man. He's really underrated.
Oh yeah, been underrated. Been underrated. Cool G Rap, Craig G.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's another underrated MC that came out of the Juice Crew. Master Ace, I used to, but then I don't know. I don't know what happened. I think he switched. He did an Ice Cube on to switch the style up, and nobody could really get with it after that.
Yeah.
But I agree with that list that RZA got. I mean, everybody's list gonna be different.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think KRS-One is the best MC I've ever heard in my life. I don't think I've ever heard anybody better than. Period. Point blank. I mean, he's like always gonna be the number one on my list, no matter what. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I could think of anybody that can out rap him.
Yeah, I can respect that. I mean, I know a lot of people say that, so that's a fact. So I know you got to go fight crime, man. I know we started the show late, because on Instagram, there's only 4 of you in here right now, but on Instagram, we've been doing a live comic book claim sale from noon East Coast time to midnight. We're gonna be going, and I just took a break from that to do this. And we were doing it because we were trying to get Spade's match, which we didn't get, but I needed a damn break. 12 hours standing there selling comics. But yeah, man, I got to get back to it. So catch me on Instagram right now after I leave here anyway, and you can find me at 6_element_comics. I might be live when you get there, but check me out. We got a lot of great sellers with a lot of great comics up there tonight, doing their thing in honor of my birthday and also to help with financial issues I have because of the house fire that I just suffered. So yeah, man, check us out and help support the fam. And we'll be back Monday. Norman, I just finished my first Whatnot show. Oh, cool. Yeah, good luck on that, man. I heard Whatnot is getting really bad with the fees and shit, shipping fees they're doing to people, but more power to you, man. If you can make it work, I know it's a lot of money to be made on Whatnot, man. So good luck to you, bro.
Yeah. Next time, let us know so we can come support you. All right, man.
Word.
We always like to support.
Absolutely. Catch us back here, guys, Monday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Wednesday, we have a guest, a indie comic creator coming on to talk about his dope books and shit. And then we'll be back here again next Saturday. Peace.